Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of the Everton Project. Today we are back with a triple header, one against Wolves before our FA Cup replay away from home to Manchester City, and then we take on Fulham in the league as we're looking to consolidate our best ever season since 2018, I think, with Everton. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. But of course, we have got the January transfer window to talk about as well. We've got some signings lined up, but we have also brought in numerous players already and said goodbye to a few. So without further ado, let's get straight into the transfer business. We'll talk about the outgoings first. So Dele Alli has gone to Al Tawoun for 3.7 million. Not a bad bit of business there. Papa Cisse has gone over to Havre AC. Idrissa Gueye gone to Freiburg for 1.9 million. And Yusuf Chamiti has gone out on loan to West Bromwich Albion for the rest of the season. On the incomings, we have brought in Fabio Vieira. We ended the loan of Facundo Pellistri. We've brought in Fabio Vieira, 23-year-old Portuguese winger, can also play in the centre of midfield as well. Just gives us a little bit more depth and hasn't actually played a single game for Arsenal this season, but is somebody I think that could, make a... Sorry for stopping in me tracks there. The webcam had crashed. I don't know when that happened, but anyway, Fabio Vieira, I think, could be a very good player for us going forward. Fingers crossed he will be, somebody that can make the difference for us from now until the end of the season. Harry Maguire, we've brought him in. We've saved him from Manchester United. £12.5 million is what we have gone for there. I mean, he's obviously had a rough time of it at United, but he is a top centre-back in my opinion. Obviously England international as well. Excellent aerial threat. Does have good tackling. Will be a good player for us on paper. Did play in the FA Cup match against Manchester City and did pretty well, if I'm honest with you. We will have a look at that match in a minute. We've brought in Ross McCausland, who's going into the youth system. That was somebody signed by the under-21 manager. I don't think he's going to make it, if I'm honest. But what I'm really excited about is Marcus Leonardo. He's a 20-year-old Brazilian striker. We've managed to bring him in for 13.5 million. It could be a deal that grows in value over time, but he's 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, could well end up being a bit special. Has scored goals this season for Santos? Is that the name of them? But he's done well this season so far. He's only 20 years old, got some good attributes, certainly good pace, good finishing. I think he could be somebody to look forward to how he's going to develop over the coming years. Into the transfer centre then, and we do have agreements in place for Pablo Maia, who is a 22-year-old Brazilian player. He's a defensive midfielder, anchor man, can also play in the midfield as well. Once again, it's a 5-star potential situation. We've got an agreement in place for about £8 million. And David Martinez, who is a 17-year-old Venezuelan international right winger, definitely somebody that we can bring in. We're awaiting a work permit for him, but we only bid, 275,000, but he looks brilliant. Again, 5-star potential there. And Brian Zaragoza is another one I'm excited about. £12 million. We're looking to bring him in for. He's coming from Granada. Has had a decent season for them so far. Excellent attributes, good dribbling, and is somebody that can play on either wing as well, which sort of fits into our system quite nicely. But the problem is it's doing that weird glitch where we can't move this around. We've got £440,000 in the wage budget. That would contribute a decent amount to the transfer budget if it would allow us, but doesn't seem to be working, which is rather frustrating. So we might have to sell some clauses if we can. Now, how much would we get for that? We get 612k. I'm absolutely fine getting that now. James Garner, yeah, we don't want to be buying any clauses, I don't think. Is there any more that we can sell? We can sell that one. That's only 29,000. And then Richarlison, yeah, definitely could sell that one for 800 grand. And we can sell that one as well for 740 grand. That should shore up our transfer budget a little bit, up to £8 million now. And, well, we can ask for confirmation with that one. I can't remember what was the deal with this. Can we look at the transfer offer? No. Yeah, we obviously can't ask for confirmation there either. So that's probably going to end up getting cancelled, which is a shame. Anyway, let's have a little look at how we've got on since the last episode, which of course was that 5-0. Oh no, it was a 4-0 victory over Burnley, wasn't it? We beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Arnaud Danjuma and Beto getting on the score sheet there. We then went 3-0 down to Arsenal before a 3-3 draw in the FA Cup against Man City. Garner, Beto and Branthwaite putting us ahead 3 times in the match, but a Julian Alvarez hat-trick got them back on terms, meaning we've got that extra fixture to fit in today, and it just disrupts our winter break a little bit, which is a shame. Top goal scorer is Beto with 11 from 15 starts, 6 for Cameo, 4 for Danjuma and 3 each for Calvert-Lewin, Harrison and Dobbin. Top assists is Jack Harrison with 8, 6 there for Danjuma and 4 for John McGinn, 3 each for Patterson and Garner. Top average rating is Jack Harrison with a 7.3, couple over 7 as well. Okay then, let's have a little look at the team for today. Jordan Pickford will start and go with Patterson, Tarkovsky, Maguire and Mykolenko in defence. We've then got Garner as our anchorman with McGinn and Onana in the middle of the park. Jack Harrison and Dwight McNeil will start wide of Beto up top. So let's get into it. And before we do get into the match itself, I did want to say rest in peace and give my condolences to Bill Kenwright and his family. Obviously, Bill Kenwright, chairman of Everton in real life, and sadly passed away yesterday as we're recording this, and that is a real sad one. I know that the relationship with Everton fans had soured quite a bit over the last few years, but I'm sure we'll all pass on our condolences to the Kenwright family, and well, hopefully it'll bring an end to all of the hostility in some way to the Everton board, and it will bring about forced change, I suppose, that they have been calling for. So hopefully all of that gets handled well. But yeah, really sad news yesterday that Bill Kenwright had died at the age of 76, I think it was. Anyway, we are taking on Wolves today. Let's go and beat them. Come on, let's go and get 3 points. Do it for Bill. Pickford gets it to Maguire, gets it to Mykolenko, now to Onana. Mykolenko cuts it out. Onana forward to Beto. Oh, it's 12 or number 12 of the season for Beto, and that is a fantastic start. Exactly what we needed to see, really, from our boys. And, well, Mykolenko did a great job because Onana did an awful job with the first pass, but that second pass was pinpoint, and Beto sticks it into the back of the net in less than a minute, and we are indeed 1-0 to the good in this match. Here's Dawson, finds Doyle now. Here's Bueno, gets it to Gomez now. Dawson, here's Doyle. And that's forward, but Mykolenko cuts it out. Still going here. Here's Onana now. Onana to McGinn. finds Patterson. Patterson on the right-hand side, forward to Jack Harrison now. Can he make it too? He cuts inside. Oh, well, tried to find somebody running in there, but nobody was coming in. Nobody was there for Jack Harrison to finish off that awesome move. And actually now Wolves are on the attack here. And here's Cunha. Gets it into Doyle, who whips it in now, and it's a header. Oh, it's away by Patterson. Very lucky. Otto whips it in. Oh, and it's a header there, and it's into the back of the net. Oh, that is really frustrating because we were the ones that were pressing for the opener. And, well, Jack Harrison found a good ball. Nobody was there to receive it. Wolves have gone down the other end, and they have scored. And it's now 1-1, and that was definitely avoidable. Here's Semedo. Michaelenko gets it clear. Beto flicks it on, but again, nobody there. Obviously, not two strikers up top these days. We have been enjoying this 4-5-1. It's given us a little bit of a turnaround in form. Here's Dawson. Finds João Gomez. Now here's Bueno to Doyle. Gomez. Feels like we might win the ball back here. And yes, Maguire cuts it out. Good interception. Here's Beto. Gets it to Michaelenko now. Michaelenko on the left-hand side. Gets it to Dwight McNeil. What can he do with it? Gets it back to Michaelenko. Here's Onana. Onana into the middle. And it is cleared. Okay, here's John McGinn. Oh, what a goal from John McGinn. Third goal of the season. And that was a terrific finish from the Scottish international. And that's exactly what we needed there. It was a brilliant, brilliant finish into the top left corner. Patterson with it to John McGinn. And first time effort pretty much into that top left corner. 2-1 within the first 12 minutes is pretty impressive, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at the league table. That moves us up to 7th as it stands, which would be an awesome season if we could finish there. Doyle gets it in, and it's Otto. It's 2-2. Is that offside? No, it's not. First goal of the season for Otto, and Wolves make it 2s each now. And you have to say, all of a sudden, we're under pressure again. And it's a shame. Here's Michaelenko with the throw. Gets it to Maguire now. Nice ball to Patterson, but not a lot of support for him out in these reaches. Patterson finds Jack Harrison now. Harrison into the middle. Beto's going to be there. Oh, and Beto scores 13th goal of the season. And within 20 minutes, we've had 5 goals here. It's Everton 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. And it was Nathan Patterson who started it all, found Jack Harrison in the end, who took a couple of touches but whipped in a beautiful cross on his left foot. And Beto with the header. 3-2 now to Everton. Can Beto go and get his hat-trick? That is the question here. I mean, hopefully we don't concede again. Here's Patterson, finds Harrison now. The double team on the right-hand side doing a great job. Tarkovsky, as Patterson's just disappeared somewhere down here. Here he is now. Patterson on the ball, gets it to Beto. It was a pretty poor pass, but Beto recovered it. Patterson finds Garner, and we are pushing forward. You can see how many blue shirts are forward. Here's McNeil now. McNeil into the middle, and Beto should have scored. Should have been his hat-trick. Doesn't quite manage it, though. Corner kick as Liverpool have taken the lead at Manchester United. Garner into the middle. Maguire with the header, and somehow that's not gone across the line. What a moment that would have been for Slabhead there. Here's McNeil. Is it going to be a short corner? Yes, it is. It's Super John McGinn. Finds James Garner now with the shot. Oh, it should have been 4. Oh. Well, we are playing well, but so are Wolves, and this game very much not over yet. Here's Otto on the left-hand side. It's Patterson that cuts it out. Tries to find Onana, but can't. And now Wolves are on the counter-attack here. Semedo whips it in. Header from Patterson, not good enough. And it's Torres now. Maguire gets it clear. Here's Semedo. Semedo back to Doyle. It's into the middle from Semedo. Header, and it is in. And it's this guy who I don't know how to pronounce the name of, but I think I think it's going to stand. There was no flag from the assistant, and it is awarded. So it's 3-3 after half an hour here. 6 goals. I mean, what do we do? Pickford not having the best of times, but we don't have 2 competitive goalkeepers in our squad, unfortunately. That's something we could possibly improve going forward. Here's Garner. Gets it to Maguire. Michaelenko finds Onana. Now here's McGinn. No, that's a really, really poor touch. And actually Wolves on the counter-attack here and may well find themselves in the lead for the first time in this match. Kaljajic, no idea. Michaelenko, what's he going to do with it? Gets it to Maguire. Maguire now to Michaelenko again. Well, that's really poor. That's really poor, but Onana cuts it out. Here's Onana now. Onana with the shot, and that should have been our moment. But alas, it was not. It's been a pretty crazy match so far, and we have got a corner here, though, for Cunha. Just before the half-time whistle, it is a header, and now here's Kaljajic. Oh, it's into the back of the net. And it's Wolves 4 now. You just almost can't believe what's going on here. This is ridiculous. Okay. Oh, no, not another corner. I thought we were about to head into the dressing room for half-time. Here's Doyle with the corner kick into the middle. Header off the bar. Cunha's there. And it's now 5-3. Have the goalkeepers actually had a bet on here of how many goals they can let in today? Because this is just ridiculous. 5-3 at half-time. Goodness me. Well, I think we are going to have to make some changes here because this cannot continue. So we're going to go to our 4-2-4. Who's the worst performing out of the midfielders? It has to be James Garner. Michaelenko is going to come off for Branthwaite. I wish I could bring off Pickford, but we can't. Patterson's on a yellow card. I'm going to give Ashley Young a run out. And DCL is going to come on. And we'll swap them 2 round. Oops. I mean, we've scored 3 goals in the first half and we are 2 goals behind. It's bonkers, isn't it? Because we've had chances to score even more than that. But at the moment, it's 5-3 to Wolves, and we're coming out of this with nothing as it stands. Right, going to have to go attacking now. We've got 25 minutes to go and still not doing anything. Calvert-Lewin hasn't had the best of introductions. I mean, what can we really do here? McNeil off for Danjuma, maybe? That's a bit of a exciting move. And go very attacking. Here's Pickford, who hasn't improved. Here's Branthwaite. Finds Danjuma now. Beto, and that wasn't good. Still Cunha. Now here's Semedo to finish it for Wolves. And does. And does. 6-3. Well, I have to say, when we started this match, I wasn't expecting this to happen. This has been a very interesting result, to say the least. We've demanded more from the boys, but I'm not certain how much more they can actually give. Here's Donny van der Beek. Gets it to Otto. Gomez. João Gomez. Are we going to get this back here? Otto. Oh my God, Ashley Young's going to be sent off here. That was a horrific tackle. What on earth was he thinking? Okay, right, we're going to have to go to a 3 at the back now. And switch it up a little bit. Yeah. Beto's going to come off because he's looking quite tired. I think he's pretty much finished anyway. So we'll put on Marcus Leonardo for the last 10 minutes and see if he can actually do anything. We're going to berate the boys. They deserve it. It's our first berate of the season. What on earth was that, Harry Maguire? I'm trying to justify to the people why we've just spent £12 million on you and you've gone and passed it to the wrong team. Here he is. I mean, bless him. He used to play for a team in orange, so I can see where he's coming from. It wasn't this team. Oh dear, here's Branthwaite. Please don't concede another one. Danjuma now. Harrison over the top. Here's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That was a chance, and it's Harrison. Oh, what a goal that is from Jack Harrison. It's 6-4 now. 10 goals in this match. And Jack Harrison, well, gets a deserved goal, I think. He's played pretty well today. Calvert-Lewin again has found that he cannot get it past a goalkeeper. Even one that's conceded 3 goals before that moment. But can you believe we were actually ahead in this match at one point? It feels like one of those that we've never been in. Oh, what a ball that is. Forward to Bueno now. Into the middle. Oh my goodness me, that was a terrific block. Who was that? It was Branthwaite. Wasn't Harry Maguire. I was hoping it would be Harry Maguire doing something good. Here's Bueno. What's he going to do with it? He's going to put it right into this area, and they've already scored 2 goals from corners today. How about a third? They're thinking. Anyway, Pickford comes and collects. Well, if we score here, it could make it interesting. It's Harry Maguire. Finds McGinn. Tarkovsky. Back to Pickford now. Harry Maguire. Now finds Harrison. Back to Maguire. Still going here. Harrison. And we're either going to give it away and concede, or we're going to score here. Long highlights always end in goals. We know this. We've been playing Football Manager long enough, and we have lost it, and that is surely consigning us to 7-4 here, which reminds me of a Portsmouth and Reading match many, many years ago. I think about 2008 was that match. Here's Bueno now. Oh my God. Apparently long highlights no longer ending goals. That is what we are finding out. Here's Harrison. We got 30 seconds left. If we score here, it's really frustrating. We do score. It's 6-5. Oh my God. So Harrison got it to Leonardo. Then Calvert-Lewin. I don't really know what Calvert-Lewin was thinking. I think the full-time whistle's going to go. It does. And what on earth do you say to your players after that? Somehow Calvert-Lewin is on an 8.2. He's been very, very lucky there. We're going to say we're proud of them. We don't want to destroy their souls. They've scored 6 goals today. 5 goals, sorry. And we've lost. We have lost. I feel like that is just absolutely bonkers. We're going to fine him a week's wages because that was a horrific challenge. We're going to send the assistant to that. Rather worryingly, we're now on 3 games without a win again and starting to get in a quite sporadic form. Spotty form, I think is what you would call it. Let's see if we can get through in the FA Cup as a bit of a consolation. Okay, so one signing we have managed to get in is Pablo Maia, who is, as I say, a 22-year-old Brazilian player. He has been playing over in Brazil, funnily enough, but is a 3-star player, 3.5-star ability potential. Some very good attributes. Can play in defensive midfield as well as in the midfield. Definitely somebody that can come in and do a good job, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on. Well, I know you'll be really pleased to have my ugly mug back for this match against Manchester City. We've got Pickford in goal with Coleman, Tarkowski, Keane and Michaelenko in defence. Maya is going to make his debut holding the midfield with McGinn and Garner pushing further forward. Harrison and McNeil start wide. Of Beto up top, although I am going to swap a Dan Juma into it. So let's get into the action, and hopefully we can have a positive match here. I really do think we can. I think we can come out on top here against Manchester City. Although looking at that side, I mean, they played a pretty much second string side the last time we played. Just sorting out the camera a little bit. Yeah, this is pretty much City's first 11. The only one that's not in there is Haaland, but he's not even in the matchday squad. Yeah, that's a pretty strong lineup. I want to go back on my comment of thinking we are even remotely capable of coming out on top, but we will give it a go. Of course, 6-5 against Wolves. Anything can happen here. Sure. Anyway, there's the big handshake between Hazard and Guardiola. Seemed to linger a bit, didn't he? A good old Pep there. Get lost. I want to get into my technical area and start managing. Anyway, here's Alvarez with a chance to whip it in. He gets it to Matthias Nunes, and it's 1-0 straight away within 3 minutes. And this is what's really frustrating. We could have beaten Manchester City in the first running of this match, but going away to the Etihad, giving them a little bit of extra time to recover from the Christmas period, you know, there's only ever going to be one winner, so it's just an extra 90 minutes on the legs for our guys. We'll give it a go, we'll give it our best shot, but you're not going to beat Manchester City away with most teams in the league, so certainly not our team, who we're starting to struggle now. The honeymoon period is over. We're still in the top 10 and bringing in some signings as well, which is really, really helpful. But we can't afford absolute crap like that. What on earth was going on there? It wasn't even Harry Maguire's fault this time. Oh my God. James Tarkowski gets it to John McGinn, who's not having a good day today. He scored that wonder goal into the top left corner, but he has given it away a fair few times. Anyway, here we go. Let's start getting back into the match then. Here's Garner. Finds Keane. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh no. I mean, do I bring myself to continue showing you this? This is an absolute embarrassment so far. Here's Pickford. Oh my God. I'm not even going to look up. I know what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen. Has it happened yet? I'm gonna look in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Well, there you go. I could have told you that would have happened. Oh, come on, VAR. Hey! I couldn't have told you that would have happened. Oh my God. I mean, this is just dreadful, isn't it? We just keep giving away the ball. Oh. Right, let's try and get to half-time without conceding any more. That would be a bit of an achievement at the moment. But Julian Alvarez, what a player he is in this year's game. Well. 3-0 is the score. I mean, what do we do now? Let's give Calvert-Lewin a bit of a run out. Let's try and rotate the lineup a little bit. Give some people some minutes that haven't really had many this season. We're going to give Harry Maguire a little bit more time. I'm going to give Patterson the second half as well. John McGinn, I keep saying he's playing terrible, so let's do something about it and take him off. And well, a cap 5 at half time. You never know, we might go and score 3 goals in the second half, but I think the FA Cup is over for another year, ladies and gentlemen. But to be fair, we have turned it around a little bit. You know, we haven't conceded for half an hour. That's pretty impressive. Against Manchester City. Here's Nathan Ake. I mean, look at this space. Who on earth is giving him this amount of space? Look. Who, you know, Calvin Phillips. I know he's not great, but he can still do some damage. Doesn't on that occasion. But here's Calvert-Lewin now. I mean, what on earth is that? I honestly think the players are taking the mick. Oh my God, right. Berate the boys. They deserve it. 2 matches in a row. We are berating the boys. I mean, that Wolves result, coupled by this, it's a rather worrying, isn't it? But Pablo Maya, he's been pretty appalling, as has everybody else. But here's the 4th, is it? Not yet. Phillips finds Julian Alvarez. Oh, should have had his hat-trick. Oh, Rafinha hits the post there as well. We just want to get out of here. Get back up the M6 a little bit towards Liverpool, down the M62 more like from here. Get back home and forget that this ever happened. Although James Garner is never going to forget it, because what a goal he's just scored in the 95th minute. Well. Danjuma got it to Mykolenko, who then found Garner, and he puts it into the bottom right corner. Thank the Lord, we got something positive out of that match in the end. And to be fair, second half performance was a hell of a lot better than the first half, but we are out of the FA Cup. That is a shame. We have fallen well short of expectations. They did just want us to be competitive. You can call that competitive if you want, or you can tell it how it is. We were absolutely awful. Anyway, let's go and recover the job against Fulham, shall we? Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen here? It's going to be an absolute so-and-so show. Look what's happening now. Squad unhappy with club situation. Several players feel the squad is lacking sufficient quality squad depth. I mean, we've just signed this guy, David Martinez. He's going to be joining at the end of the season. That's a bit of squad depth for us. I mean, it's not a terrible squad. You know, what do they want? What do they want? Oh dear. Oh, Seamus Coleman, right. Oh, this could be the end here. Some of the players feel that the squad lacks depth, especially in the goalkeeping department. We could really do with an addition or two here. I mean, is Jordan Pickford in this room? So basically what they're saying is Jordan Pickford's crap. We want another goalkeeper in the squad. Let's just keep them happy. Right. I think we better go and sign a goalkeeper. Let's filter that to goalkeepers then. Who could we go and get for very cheap? That's what we want. Hang on, that's not goalkeepers. This guy does not. What is going on here? Edit search. Position is natural at goalkeeper. Press OK. And for some reason, it still shows everybody. Well, that's a real annoyance. Can I go into players in range instead and change that to goalkeepers? Will that work? That has worked. And then I can filter it by recommendation. I mean, Meslier could be somebody. He's not going to cost too much. He could be somebody. Who's this guy? Georgie Mamajasavili, £76 million. Let's go into scout transfer. This is better. Steve Mandanda, 38 years old. I mean, that would be very much a depth signing, wouldn't it? But I did say this to you. I mean, they definitely listen, don't they? I mean, Kasper Schmeichel, could he be somebody that's a bit of depth? But he's 37, man. He's 37. Fraser Forster, 35 these days. Who could we get in? I mean, Meslier is a good shout. But we don't have the money, I don't think. We might be able to just about sign him, you know. How's he doing for Leeds? Oh, he's having a good season. Obviously in the Championship. Let's ask the agent about the availability. 27 million. Okay. Right, let's see what we can do here. Can we get him in for 20 million or so? Oh my God, they want 50 million. I'm trying to get it virtually on the Never Never here. We might have to cancel the other signing. 27 million, that's feeling like a lot for Meslier. I mean, this is now into the 30s. 31 million? 41 million they want. That's way too much. Okay, this is speaking more my tune. If we take this down a little bit, we'll say 30 million up front, and we'll give you 5 million and 20% profit. And an extra 3 million there. Go on then. This is saving our job. And I actually think Meslier is a good goalkeeper. And he will provide excellent backup to Jordan Pickford, who is still a good player, but he is, knocking on 30. This could be an absolute disaster. It really could be. Well, here we go then. Meslier is joining. It is going to take pretty much the rest of our transfer budget. But he is joining, and I mean, it's a lot of money to spend on Meslier, but it could be something that does help us out massively. I mean, he's 4-star potential. He's not quite as good as Jordan Pickford at the moment, but I think that little bit of competition might be just what we need, because Pickford's not played well recently. I mean, we might have just made the biggest mistake possible, but we'll give it a go. And fingers crossed, we've kept Coleman happy. He's not going to ruffle too many feathers. Let's hope that it works. Okay, quite a few changes for this match against Fulham away from home then. Pickford will start in goal with Patterson, Tarkowski, Maguire and Branthwaite in defence. Maya will start as holding midfielder with McGinn and Doucouré in the middle of the park. Harrison and Danjuma will support Beto up top. Decided against going for Meslier in goal. I want to try and reassure Jordan Pickford that he's not going to be number 2. He will be eventually, but Meslier is going to get probably a bit of a chance before the end of the season, but we shall see. We shall see. I mean, we've got to try and get on top of this match pretty quickly. I didn't want any unfamiliarity in the goalkeeping department to cost us. And Jordan Pickford already playing a 7.0, which is good. Hopefully he can continue that form going. Here's Branthwaite, finds Harry Maguire now. Maguire still going, finds Tarkowski, finds Patterson. Patterson on the ball down this right-hand side. Don't lose it, matey. Oh, he has done. And now it's going to be cleared. And here go Fulham on the counter-attack. It's Andreas Pereira on this left-hand side. What can he do with it? Gets it to Kearney. Kearney now to Palhinha. And now, it's into the back of the net by Monchu. And it's Fulham into the lead. It's really starting to go wrong now, isn't it, folks? We need to try and turn this around. Otherwise, we're going to drop out of the top 10. We're going to be mid-table fodder. And to be fair, we're not out of the realms of relegation yet. If we were to lose every match from now until the end of the season, we'd probably be relegated. So we do need to still continue to get points on the board. And that needs to happen fast. Here's Branthwaite. Gets it to Decore. Now here's Maguire. Maguire on the ball. Finds Tarkowski now. Tarkowski finds McGinn. Back to Tarkowski. Here's Harrison. Jack Harrison finds Patterson on the ball. Now to Jack Harrison into the middle. Beto scores. Come on. 14th goal of the season for Beto. And Jack Harrison with another assist. And he really has been a revelation in that position on the right-hand side. Definitely think we'll be looking at trying to bring him in on a more permanent basis next season. Lovely ball in. Beto puts it into the back of the net and it's 1-1 now. Good stuff. Right, bit of a relief there to get back on level terms. We've got the match momentum at the moment. 40 minutes gone. Still heading towards half-time. 1-1. Right. What can we do here to try and inspire a victory in the second half? Decore now having the best of times. I'm going to put Fabio Vieira in. He fancies being a Mazzala. Quite happy with that. Everybody else having a decent game. I mean, Danjuma potentially is somebody we might look at taking off. But for now, we'll just keep it at Fabio Vieira. And we'll see if he can make any difference from the centre of the park. He's just come back from injury, so that could hamper his progress a little bit. But if he can have a good game today, he can get himself a start. And here's Vieira with the corner. Gets it to Danjuma, who whips it in. It's a header from Maguire, but it's fell to Harrison, who hits the post. Here's Vieira. Oh, and Danjuma, was he pulled back there? No appeal for a penalty. But Harrison very nearly put us in front there. Here comes Pickford. He collects it. And he knows he needs to be at his best in these last 35 minutes if we are to win. Here's Maguire. Finds Vieira. Now to Danjuma. Danjuma pushing forward. Finds Beto. Here's McGinn. Loses it again. John McGinn seems to be chief of losing the ball in the middle of the park. Here's Tarkowski. McGinn again. Finds Harrison. Here's Beto. It's a great save. It's a great save. But it was offside anyway. It's not great. Right. Danjuma's going to come off. And who are we going to put on? I suppose. Well, what we could do is bring Onana on, actually, and do that. And have Onana as a ball winner on support. Yeah, Fabio Vieira a little bit more advanced. Yeah, Maya's going to come off as well. We'll put James Garner in there. What can he do? Central midfielder on support. That sounds good. Patterson's going to come off for Coleman as well. Just trying to switch things up, get some fresh legs, fresh ideas out there. And now that's 4 of our 5 substitutions. Do we bring Calvert-Lewin on? That might be offside. Not sure. Goal awarded. We've just not quite got luck on our side. Does Beto come off? Well, here's Vieira. He whips it in. It's a header over the bar from Onana there. That could have been the chance. We're usually pretty good from set pieces, but just haven't been over the last couple of matches. Harrison gets it forward to Vieira, who's looked pretty good since coming on, I'm going to be honest. Here's Garner. Finds Coleman now. Seamus Coleman pushes forward. It's a shot, and then Vieira. Oh, he's missed. That was a great chance. It's going to be Garner with the corner here. He whips it in. It's headed away. It's going to be Vieira. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it, but McGinn's gone for it. It's blocked by his own player. McGinn goes again. It's a good save. I think the first one had a better chance of going in. It's another corner. It's going to be Garner into the middle, aiming for these guys here. And it's, well, Coleman there. Beto with the header. Didn't have a lot of momentum to it, did it? And somehow, I mean, we have absolutely dominated this game in terms of chances. We're going to give Dominic Calvert-Lewin the chance to be a hero in this last 10 minutes. Beto's missed a couple of chances. Can Calvert-Lewin get us a point? I don't think he can. It looks like we're not even going to get a chance here. Nope. And there it is. It's another defeat. I mean, what do we do with that? Fulham and Wolves today have beaten us, and they are very much relegation fodder this season. Vieira had a good match. I was quite impressed with Vieira there. He played pretty well. I think he'll be getting a start going forward. But it's been an awful January for us. Only I suppose the one highlight was the 3-3 draw against Man City, but we were in the lead of that. We then lost multiple leads against Wolves. 6-5 was the result in the end there. And we've got a hell of a tough run coming up. Chelsea at home, then West Ham away, then Liverpool, then Aston Villa. That could be a 4-game spell without a single point. Tottenham and Man City, Man United still to come this season, and finishing off the season against Newcastle. We are not out of the woods just yet. We will actually come back in March now, I think, and come back for those Aston Villa and Bournemouth matches after 4 very, very important affairs against Burnley, Chelsea, West Ham and Liverpool. If I can come out of that with 6 points, that would be amazing. And that would just help us over the line pretty much to survival in this division. We're very lucky that Luton and Sheffield United are well cut adrift. There's only going to be one team other than them that are going to drop into it, and we're kind of in pole position for avoiding that. But yeah, it's starting to look like it's unraveling a little bit, and we need to start thinking about future seasons and where we're going to go from here. But if you have enjoyed today's slightly longer video, then give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.